So He calls us and we come to Him. He calls us and we follow Him. He calls us and leads us by His voice. And that has implications for our life as the people of God and as the church. We're to keep listening to God's voice, to Jesus' voice. Now, you notice, as important as it is that we read the Bible and meditate on the Bible individually, that's not the thing that Jesus keeps emphasizing, or Paul, or any of the other apostles, or the prophets. The emphasis always is on hearing the Word. Hearing the Word. In other words, hearing another voice outside of your own head. You know, it's important that you hear, as you read, you listen to the Bible, and you think about it. That's important. But the emphasis, what is even more important, is you hearing it from someone outside of you. You got to hear Jesus' voice, Paul says. And that comes from the preaching and teaching of the Word, which again tells us why worship is important. You can't ignore the worship of the church if you're to prosper. Having family time is not sufficient if you're missing the family's time. Jesus is speaking. He's going to teach, and we get to hear His voice. And your voice at your house doesn't make it more important than Jesus' voice to His flock together. This is pretty clear throughout the Scriptures here. We can't ignore the Word in our worship or then, and we carry it home into our families. That's why it's authoritative in our families, because Jesus has declared it to us. We've heard it. His voice teaches us, and we are to follow what He says. We belong to Him. He is the Good Shepherd. You live because of His mercy to call you to Himself and to open your ears so that you can hear Him.